We have been scammed. Most of us were taught the same script. Go to school, get a job, save 10%, and wait 40 years to retire. Also, you can enjoy life when you're 65, only if your knees still work and inflation hasn't eaten your savings alive. But here's the thing: that entire plan, it's broken. It's a trap. There's a better way. And no, I'm not talking about get-rich-quick schemes or selling crypto to your neighbors. I'm talking about something that flips the script completely. Something called the Millionaire Fastlane by MJ DeMarco. In this video, I'm breaking down the entire blueprint behind it. So if you're tired of the work hard, wait longer story, stick around. This is going to change how you think about money forever. The 3 roads of wealth. Okay, so picture this. You're standing at a 3-way intersection. Each road has a big sign in front of it. One says sidewalk, the next says slow lane, and the last one says fast lane. Now, the thing is, most people don't even realize they're standing at a fork in the road. They just walk straight into the sidewalk because it's what everyone else is doing. The sidewalk, that's the paycheck to paycheck life. You make money. You spend money maybe more than you even have. You rack up debt. You don't think long term. You live for the weekend. And it feels like freedom because there's no pressure to plan, but one missed paycheck and everything crashes. Then there's the slow lane. This one sounds smart because it's what school, society, and your uncle at Thanksgiving keep telling you. Go to college, get a good job, save diligently, invest in index funds. Compound interest will make you rich eventually. And yeah, that plan can work. But here's the problem. It takes decades. You trade your best years of your life for security that might not even show up. Now, the 3rd road is the fast lane, and no, it's not some shady get-rich-quick hustle. The fast lane is about building a system that makes money without you constantly being there. It's about creating value at scale businesses, digital products, distribution channels, things that grow without stealing your time. Think of Jeff Bezos. He didn't get rich by working overtime at the post office. He built Amazon. He created a system. Even YouTubers are on the fast lane. MrBeast, for example, he built a content empire. His videos work for him even while he sleeps. And look, not everyone's going to build Amazon, but the point is you don't have to settle for the sidewalk. You don't have to suffer through the slow lane, the wealth formula. All right, so let's talk about why most people will never get rich, even if they work super hard. See, here's the formula. Most people follow their whole lives. Job plus time equals money. You trade hours for dollars. If you stop working, the money stops too. You could be a doctor pulling 6 figures or a software engineer at Google. It doesn't matter if your income is tied to your time, you're stuck. There's a ceiling. You only have so many hours in a day, and let's be real. Nobody's out here trying to work 100 hours a week until they're 70 just to barely outpace inflation. MJ DeMarco says, wealth comes from value, scale, and control multiplied together. Value is what you're giving to the world. Are you solving a problem? Are you making someone's life easier, better, faster, more fun? Scale is how many people you can reach with that value. Can it reach 10 people or 10 million? Control is whether or not you own the system. Are you driving the car or just riding in the back seat, hoping the boss gives you a raise? Imagine you're an amazing chef. You cook amazing meals in the time for money model. You work at a restaurant, you make 20 meals a night. That's it. But in the fast lane model, you create a line of sauces, sell an online cooking course, build a YouTube channel around your recipes, and your food reaches thousands of people even when you're not cooking. That's scale. That's leverage, the magic here. The time is no longer the bottleneck. The commandments of the fast lane. So now that we know the formula, you have to understand that not every business idea is a fast lane idea. That's where the commandments come in. They're like a filter. You run your idea through them, and if it passes, you're good. If it fails, it's probably just another slow lane in disguise. First up, the commandment of control and commandment of entry. You have to own the system. You want control. You want to own the platform, the product, the process. Let's say you're building an online store. If all your traffic comes from Instagram, but you don't have an email list, you don't control anything. That's not a business. That's a lottery ticket. And the easier it is to start, the more competition you'll have. If anyone with a phone can copy what you're doing in 5 minutes, you're in trouble. There's no moat, no edge. That's why things like drop shipping and low-effort affiliate sites get crowded fast. No barrier, no uniqueness. Then we've got the commandment of scale. You need reach. If your business only works in your neighborhood, it's limited. But if it works in any city, any country, any language, now we're talking real scale. Let's say you make custom furniture by hand, but if you're the only one building it, you can't scale. Now flip it. What if you design the pieces, systematize the process, then have it manufactured and sold online? Same creativity, just multiplied. And finally, the commandment of time. If your business needs you 24/7 to function, that's not freedom. That's a job with extra paperwork. Fast lane businesses work without your constant attention. You can step away for a week, a month, and it still runs. That's when life gets fun. That's the fast lane litmus test. If your idea fails, even one of these, you might be setting yourself up for a fancy slow lane. All right, let's talk about what really makes the money grow. This is the business math. MJ calls the money trees, and it's not just a metaphor. It's a full-blown reality check on how wealth actually multiplies. So imagine this. You plant a seed once, and it grows into a tree that keeps dropping money on your lawn every day. A business system. You plant water, and then let it grow without needing to replant it every time you want to get paid. MJ breaks it down like this. Every business has a simple math formula. Income equals units sold multiplied by profit per unit. That's it. So if you're only making $10 per unit, you better sell a lot of them. If you're making $1,000 per sale, you don't need to sell as many. The fast lane flips your focus from how hard do I work to how scalable is my system. Let's say you build an online course. You record it once, polish it, upload it to a platform. Now it's out there. You don't need to teach it every time someone buys it. That's scalable. You could sell that course to 10 people or 10,000. It doesn't require more hours from you. Compare that to freelancing. Yeah, you can charge high rates, but if you're not working, you're not earning. You've just made yourself the product. Here's where people mess it up, though. They focus only on income, not systems. Fast lane thinking says, don't chase money. Build something that earns money on repeat. It's not always sexy at first. Sometimes planting the tree looks like writing blog posts with no readers or building a website. No one visits for a few weeks. It's like compound interest. But for business effort, you stack today keeps paying you tomorrow, next week, next year. That's the business math. Nobody teaches in school. Mindset shift. Stop thinking like a consumer. If you only take one thing from this video, it's this. You gotta stop thinking like a consumer and start thinking like a producer. Sounds simple, but it flips everything. Most people go through life with this mindset. What can I buy? New phone drops. Gotta have it. Netflix raises, prices, whatever. Still worth it. See a cool course or a product online. Add to cart all day, every day. It's consume, consume, consume. But here's the problem with that. Consumers fuel other people's wealth. Producers create the things that make people rich. Every time you scroll TikTok, someone's profiting off your attention. Every time you buy a new gadget, someone else's bank account grows. You're a part of someone else's money tree. Now, don't get it twisted. This isn't about becoming a minimalist monk and never buying anything again. Start asking, how can I create the thing people want? Once you start thinking like a producer, your whole perspective shifts. Even MJ DeMarco says it. Wealth doesn't come from being the best at spending. It comes from solving problems, creating value, being useful. So next time you find yourself thinking, I wish someone would build X, Y, Z, stop. That someone might be you. Speed and action over planning. It's the part where dreams usually die. People plan for, never actually start. You get this big idea, you're pumped. You start watching videos, reading blogs, mapping out every little detail. You spend hours making the perfect logo, choosing the best font, coming up with the ultimate business name, and months later, still nothing out there. That's what MJ calls paralysis by planning, and it kills more dreams than failure ever could. See, the fast lane isn't about having the perfect plan. It's about having a bias toward action. You move fast, you adjust along the way. You learn by doing, not by daydreaming. Think about it like driving a car at night. You can't see the whole highway. You only see as far as your headlights take you, but you still go. You don't wait until the sun comes up. You move one turn at a time. So if you got an idea and it's been sitting in your head for weeks or years, do this. Launch a tiny version today. Sell the idea before it's ready. Talk about it in public. Get proof that someone cares. That's how you learn faster than everyone else. That's how you start building your money tree while everyone else is still sketching blueprints. Fastlane isn't always about becoming the next Elon Musk. Sometimes it's just about owning your time by building a system once and getting paid over and over again. Hope this video is helpful. Subscribe for more. Have a nice day.